Rescue Groups is a software program created for animal shelters and rescues. We use it to create and post dog listings, upload files, and track adoptions. It's also an online database of adopters and volunteers, and it has several tools that help in processing applications. Let's start by going to the National Peer website and viewing the Rescue Dog page. Information about the dogs is entered into the program, and it uses that data to generate the listings. Something to note throughout Rescue Groups is that columns can be sorted by clicking on the column heading. For example, click Name to sort alphabetically. Clicking once will sort A to Z. A second time will sort Z to A. The breed column will group purebred peers versus mixes. Gender is obvious, only 2 choices there. There are 4 age categories: adult, baby, young, and senior. Lastly is the Rescue ID column. This one is important. We work with several partner rescues that are entirely separate from NGPR. They have their own applications, procedures, requirements, contracts, etc. We have no information about these dogs and don't directly follow up with applications for them. The Rescue ID column denotes which rescue the dog is with. BC is for Bear Creek in Missouri. IN is Indie Peer Rescue. NGPR is for National Peer Dogs. And OK is the Oklahoma Peer Rescue. We suggest that applicants work with one rescue at a time. If they start bouncing around between the different rescues, it becomes confusing and frustrating. That being said, applications can be forwarded to the partner rescues, but the applicant may have to start the process over again. We'll now go over how to use rescue groups to process applications. Rescue groups will be called RG for short from here on in. To begin, log on to RG. The URL is manage.rescuegroups.org. The account number is 1502 and enter your assigned username and password. Once you're logged in, you'll see your name here. To view forms that have been assigned to you, click My Forms and select the one you'd like to work on. We have several online forms. Note that this one is an adoption application. To open it, click View Answers. Here you can review the application. To view information about the dogs that have been selected by the applicant, click on the link. First, you will see the dog's profile. It's a little hard to read, but click on the web icon to view the public listing. This format makes it much easier to read the dog's bio. Note the rescue ID. If it contains NGPR, it's a National Peer Dog. If it contains other initials, the dog belongs to one of our partner rescues. Along the top are other links that may contain information. Journal entries may contain history, medical, or behavioral information. Files are uploaded documents, such as medical records. Submitted forms may show other adoption applications and whether they are open or closed. Scroll down to find the foster info. Click on the foster link and it will bring up their information. If there is no foster listed, then the dog probably belongs to a partner rescue. The private notes field may also contain additional information, such as the dog's origin or previous fosters. Let's go back to the application and look at the second dog selection. IN denotes that this dog is from Indie Peer Rescue. Note that there is no foster listed. We have no information about this dog, so the application will have to be forwarded to the partner rescue for follow-up. When you're working with an applicant, perhaps the dog that's listed on the application isn't a good match, or maybe the dog has a pending adoption. When you and the applicant have chosen another dog to follow up on, you want to make that change in the application. Click Edit Answers and select the new dog of interest from the drop-down menu. This helps us keep track of how many applications a dog has. Let's go back to the form page. So you've reviewed the application as well as the dogs that they're interested in. The next step is to contact the applicant. It's a good idea to send an introductory email. So let's do that now. Click Contact Applicant. Be sure that your email is entered in the From box, otherwise replies will be sent to someone else. The applicant's email address will automatically be entered here. The default subject title is Important Message Concerning Your Application with National Peer Rescue. This phrase may trigger a spam filter, so it's a good idea to simplify this. I prefer to use National Peer Rescue. Be sure not to use the letters NGPR in your communications. Most people won't recognize what that is and may delete the email without reading it. You can type an email to the applicant here, or there are several sample messages in the drop-down menu. I'm going to select Diane's intro, and it will load that message. Then you can make edits to personalize it. Once you're happy with the message, click Send. You can also create your own introductory email and save it to the drop-down menu. Click on Load an Email Message. Create a message. Give it a name. I'm going to quickly post the sample email that's in the application guidelines. And save. Let's go back to the form page and see how that will look. Contact Applicant. Make sure your email address is here and change the subject heading. Select the email from the drop-down menu. Make changes to customize it. Then send email. Let's go back to the form page again. Click on Comments, and you can view the message that you just sent. The Comments section is a great place to keep notes about an application. It really helps if you come back days or even months later. It also helps if someone else needs to take over your application or has questions at a later point. It's also useful to copy and paste email exchanges that you have with an applicant. That way, all the information is in one place, and you can delete the email rather than searching through your inbox for it. To add a comment, click Add a Comment. You can also edit or delete comments. Here's an actual application that made good use of the comments section.